May I know how many participants are all together? 16 so far now.
Or where are
Yeah, I'm from Banu municipality.
Shriram Sarma?
Shriram Sarma, right? Vietnamese. At what time should we start? Hello. Should we wait for some more participants? Vietnamese? Or may I start? First of all, is my sound audible? Is my sound audible? Are you all listening to my sound? Yes. Thank you. Thank you very much. Who is hosting? Sangeeta Miss or someone else?
where is Ramesh sir?
Okay. Today, instead of Ramesh sir, I have come. Uh,
Are you new teacher?
yeah, I'm a new teacher over here.
It's okay.
All right. Obviously, I'm tutor. Should I start from my introduction?
Yeah, my name is Thankyou Ale
Okay.
from
Yes,
Tano.
you are from Tano. All right.
Yes.
Let me introduce myself. Myself, Shriram Sharma, your English teacher,
Mhm.
and I'm an English teacher of secondary level, and simply I'm a lecturer of Adhikar Bhanubhakta. I do take the classes there in master level, and so far this license and teaching license and teacher service commission is concerned, I have been taking many classes since many years back. So in that sense, I'm experienced. As Ramesh sir requested me that you will be busy for a few days, and he has asked me to take his classes instead. So it is opportunity for me to go with you and to facilitate you in different matters, in different subjects I'm provided in English.
Okay.
So are you all ready?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, thank you very much. So very first, Ramesh sir has gone to Kathmandu, and he has introduced me. So so feel comfortable with me. Are you all feeling comfortable with me? So
So good morning, sir.
good morning.
Okay, which portion will you teach for us?
Yeah,
Which unit do you teach for us?
yeah. I did teach there at Adhikar Bhanubhakt in mass secondary classes, and currently right now I'm Anu municipality, and I'm working there in secondary level English teacher.
Which school, sir? Shall I know about it?
Oh, that
I
is
belong to. I
Chandra.
also belong to Phanu municipality. That's why I'm just asking.
Chandravati Secondary School, Chudi, Banu 7, Chudi. You
Uh,
know?
actually, I know, sir.
Yes. And so far as you know about Education Training Center ETC Damoli, and
Yeah.
I'm a subject teacher of English there at ETC Damoli as well. I'm a part of ETC, and recently I finished. I took the AMTAT or taught training for the teachers, and I have been taking lots of training, I have been giving, lots of training to the teachers of different districts. This is a good opportunity and good luck for me as well for delivering my content. Okay, so without delay, let me introduce the topic that we are dealing with today. Okay, very first, uh, we are learning English. English is a foreign language. EFL, right? So, and very first, if learning English, learning the foreign language, learning the target language, English is a foreign language right now. If we take it generally, and if we take it specifically, if we take English in the classroom, then this becomes a target language because English is to be taught. Means we are teaching English, and we let the learners learn English. So how do we teach? How do we teach? This is a big matter. Means there is a big methodology because teaching is a systematic process, right? So we have a system, and you all are preparing for TSC, Teacher Service Commission. So we need to explain the system. How do we teach English? And under English, there are very important thing. We know that there are skills and aspects. Very important thing. We have language skills, listening, speaking, reading, writing, and we have language aspects. So far as grammar, pronunciation, vocabulary, language function. Yes, like that. So everybody knows that. And now, as Ramesh sir requested me to go from reading skill. So may I start the reading skill? Is it okay?
Yes,
So,
sir.
so before beginning, so I want you all to please to write what is reading skill in a sentence. You can write in chat box. Please let me know what is reading skill from you all. Please activate yourself. How do you define reading skill? Because today's matter is reading skill, and Ramesh sir wanted me to go through the problems. So today's topic is problems of reading skill. What are the problems of reading skill, and how do you solve it? But today it's my first class, so I simply go from reading skill, and I will go from the problem and solution as well. But I will let you explain what reading skill is and how do we write. So please, would you please activate yourself? Very important thing. Write in a sentence. What is reading skill? Reading skill is a receptive skill. It is the process of getting information from the written text. Emma Buzil. Nice idea. Very important thing in TS examinations, everybody, we write the answers, no doubt. Yes, please carry on. I need some more answers. Yes. Reading skill is receptive skill, which gives information, obviously. Process of getting information, obviously. Some more idea?
Decoding message and information through graphics. It is secondary graphics.
Okay. 2 answers so far. If you are not activating yourself, then I may not understand whether you are participating actively over here, because getting up early in the morning and taking class must be valuable, right? So let me do with that. The answers are, it is a secondary language skill, obviously. Basanti madam, you just mute yourself. Okay. Secondary skill and perceptive skill, obviously. Perceptive, in what sense perceptive? Perceiving the information. Okay. Very important thing is reading skill is obviously a part of a part of receptive skill. It is the process of extracting. So the important thing is we must have lots of vocabularies. How we write one word, for example, to understand the ideas. Instead of understanding, we can write to deduce the ideas, for example. So we must play with the vocabularies. Very important thing. All TSC students need to understand that we must have lots of vocabularies. So process of this reading skill is the process of getting that, process of extracting, extracting, process of extracting information from the text. Extracting information from the text, right? And it is right. It is the process of receiving. It is the idea of receiving the information from the text on the basis of our prior knowledge. Very important thing is prior knowledge. We can't get the ideas. We cannot get the ideas. It's the process of communicating. There is a communication. There lies the communication between the reader and the text. So simply, there is a covert interaction. Do you agree with me? Covert interaction. Between the readers. So this covert and overt, there are two ideas, right? Covert means hidden extraction, underlying extraction. So covert interaction between the reader and the text. And so the important thing is what is reading? Means how do we define the reading? When the question comes, what is reading skill? Then you start with definition, or how do you start? The very important thing, all my dear participants, though I'm new for here, how do we start? When I passed secondary level examination in 2071. At that time I passed all levels, secondary level and lower secondary and primary, all three levels at the same time. And after that, I became then I joined the school. After I became the trainer of British Council as well. So in lots of experiences, on the basis of lots of experience, I would like to tell you. And even I took lots of classes in TSC, this preparation classes. And very important thing, only meaning or only defining is not enough. How do you start? So there is a skill of presentation. So very important thing, everybody needs to learn. Early in the morning, you are getting up, and important thing is answer is enough. Answer you will get the what is reading skill. You can get it from any resources. But important thing is how do you present it? How do you make your answer beautiful? Yes. So that your examiner will be very impressed from your writing and will attract your attention. So everybody writes, sir, reading is a receptive skill. It is a, if you start with is and like that, simple sentences, can't be. Make the sentences in a very beautiful way. It's interaction. It is a covert interaction between the reader and the text, like that. It is a very active process that is dominated by the eyes and the brain. Reading is an active process that is dominated by the eyes and the brain, because there are two things: eyes in the brain. Eyes read that, catch that words, scripts, and this thing. And remember that each skill is composed of several sub skills. So let me share the screen. I think host provides me the opportunity for sharing the screen. Will it work or not? Let me. Is my screen visible to you all? Please, at least one or two should say yes, because otherwise, unless your response comes, then I cannot. Yes. Yes, thank you very much. Now let me go with. Yes. So now this is the very first brainstorming. Remember that how do we start, sir? It is easy to say brainstorming in the classes while teaching, but is it okay if we start? How do we start brainstorming during the writing test? So remember, dear teachers, many of you are teachers as well, and not only the students this year. And so in brainstorming, how do we make the sentence, the beginning sentence impressive? कसरी हामी beginning sentence लाई impressive बनाउने? So very important thing is that. So a very good idea, a very tactful idea is we have to learn at least one quotation saying, very proverb, one proverb related to reading. Reading makes us perfect, right? So if anybody said by someone else, so if you begin the sentences with this proverb or like that, then your sentence will be very impressive with dear students or fellow teachers. So how do you make, because everybody writes, what is reading skill? Everybody knows. And how do you make your writing different from other? Why you are taking the classes? It's because to make your writing different from others. Not only the idea, not only getting the ideas, you are learning the skill of presentation, very important thing. So let me ask you a very simple question. What am I? The beginning of eternity, the end of time and space, the beginning of every end, the end of every place. Can you give me the tactful answer? What am I? You can chat. You can write answers in chat box. Moko hu. Okay, but I have lack of proverb knowledge. Yes, Diva madam, we have the yes. You can write in the you don't need to write direct message. You write the message to everyone, madam. Sir, Kaviraj Bhattrai sir has written one answer. Please write the chat in everyone, not in the direct with me. Okay, this is I am letter E, no doubt. Answer is the letter E. What am I? This is the way of thinking in a different way. So writing, your writing, our writing must be different. Our saying must be different. So how do we begin? At least you get the idea. Everybody has got the idea. So it is good to start from the proverb. Yes, obviously from the proverb. And it is good to use the synonymous word instead of getting, extracting, receiving, right? Perceiving, receiving, perceiving, extracting. You see, these are the different words you use instead of getting. So to make your sentences beautiful and very catchy sentences. C-H-C-T-C-H-Y, catchy, no? Catchy means catching, eye-catching sentences, right? Very important thing. Oh, this one is that. So I must give one marks bit more or 0.5 marks more. The examiner should think like that. Okay. So let me. Now it is reading, but I just want, can you match this? Can you match? This is the exercise. Can you match it? Can you match it? Please try very fast. One, right? Like in a. We have little time, and tomorrow we'll be talking particularly with the particular questions, and I will type with you. I can type fast, and I will help you how to write in a very, how to select very beautiful sentences and how to write so that you will get benefited. Very important thing. Can you try matching this with your knowledge? After you get to know him, there is more than the mace needed. This is called reading, because reading is, remember, dear teachers, reading is not only for receiving the information. It is not only receiving. After receiving, we have to understand. We have to produce the meaning in our mind, producing and understanding. I will tell you a little later. Reading is a part of it. Is taken as a productive skill also. Oh, reading is a receptive skill, but it is also productive skill, or productive, or it's a productive process as well. Very active process, active mental process. Because as soon as we read, for example, For example, we see the board while we are wandering in the market. We see the different signboards. It's a meat shop. Then we read it and immediately respond in our mind. Oh, this is the meat shop, butchers, where we get the a kg of meat, either mutton or chicken, like that. So grocery shop. Then by reading fast, we can understand it. So yes, we have responded me. 1C, 2, very good. 1C. Mace needed. Try fast. 1C, 2D, 3A, 4B. Also Khatri. 1C, 2D, 3A, 4B. Okay, please, please, whether your answer is correct or not, please check yourself. 1C, 2D, 3A, 4B. Very good. Also, sir. This is called reading, because reading is not only extracting information, it is understanding, and it is a comprehensive skill. It is a comprehensive, right? We need to understand reading and we need to comprehend that. So let me go further. What is reading? I have already discussed about that. Please take this snapshot, or let's say you can do a screenshot of this particular slide. Reading is the process of extracting information from the text and understanding it. Is it okay if anyone, Basanti madam, Basanti Ranabat, is it okay? Can you read this? Unmute yourself and you can read. One can from the ladies team. One, unmute yourself and please start reading. Yes, Meena madam, go on.
What is reading skill? Reading is the process of extracting information from the text and understanding it. It is known
I will
as
try.
the skill of language learning, since the
Oh my
reader
God.
receives the meaning by looking at the familiar language script on the basis of his or prior knowledge.
Prior knowledge, very good. Process of extracting. Thank you, Meena madam. Reading is the process of extracting information from the text and understanding it. Right, so, you were talking about the proverb. We'll talk about the proverb later on, because I will go with one particular questions. For example, what is reading skill? This is a simple type of question, but we write these answers in the background of every questions. We write the answers. A little background is needed. So reading the process of extracting information from the text and understanding it. It is known as a receptive skill in the sense that of language learning, since the reader receives, we have to give every sentence is behind. Remember that, dear teachers, fellow students, behind we write one answers. Reading is a receptive skill. Don't write a short answers. If you write short answers, why it is received? Because since we can use with since it we receive the ideas, we receive the information by reading the script of the language. So this, in that sense, reading is receptive skill. So let me go ahead. So these teachers, dear teachers, every skill consists of several micro skills, right? So one skill incorporates, one skill consists of, one skill is composed of. How do you answer that? So very important thing is, how do you write? One skill has a lot of skills. Don't see that. One skill consists of, composed of, encompasses, ENCOMPASES, encompasses. You see, PASSES. Reading skill encompasses. I could write the word. So important thing is word selection. What is important thing that you are understanding today from my class? Word selection. Word selection is very important. Reading skill encompasses. several soft skills, right? Of reading is given in the following, and recognizing the script. Yes, very important thing is that we have to recognize the script. For example, if you are given a Chinese script, Chinese scripts, can we recognize? No, I cannot do. I cannot recognize. Though it's a language, but I cannot recognize. Deducing the meaning. We have to deduce. We have to deduce the meaning, right? Deducing the meaning is very important. Next is understanding the information. So, and remember all participants, dear participants, why I have shown you the pie chart here? Pie chart with different colors. How many words are there? How many sentences are there? Can you see? There are 6 sentences, six soft skills, and you can look at that. There are six parts of this pie, pie chart. So this is called skill of presentation. Remember, all teachers, we write the answers, no problem, sir. Reading skill consists of following soft skills 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like that we write. But in Teacher Service Commission, that writing is not enough. That writing is not enough because we teachers take it. For example, if we are given opportunity, if that Teacher Service Commission calls, then even I am eligible for taking it. But I have not got the experience that. But whenever we take it, we see how the student presents. So this pie chart making, remember that it's very important. Pie chart making is very important. Pie chart that makes your page beautiful. Your page, this kind of page, your page beautiful with the pie chart. Recognizing the script, deducing the meaning, and third one is understanding the information. Understanding, please do a screenshot. Understanding communicative value, understanding the cohesion and coherence. The question is cohesion and coherence. Grammatical, relation between the sentences in the between the words in a sentence is called cohesion. COHESION. It's a grammatical relation between the words in a sentence. For example, he is used to playing. Because there is is used there, he is used to even after to there is a we write before. This is called cohesion, grammatical correction. But coherence, you can write he is used to play as well. This is because incoherence is a meaningful arrangement between the sentences, one sentence to the next sentence as well. For example, crow was thirsty, a thirsty crow. Why was crow thirsty? Because crow did not get the water for 3 days, and it did not get chance to drink, so it was thirsty. That is called coherence. Meaningful arrangement is called coherence, and grammatical arrangement is called cohesion. These are the linguistic devices. They are the linguistic devices used in the language. And distinguishing is also, look at that. How many words for understanding? Understanding, I have used reducing. There are 3 understanding already. This is also not good. Instead of understanding, we can comprehending. Distinguishing. This is also understanding. Distinguishing. Use that word. Distinguishing. Okay, so soft skills done. Yes, let me go ahead. The question is, why reading? What is the reason of reading? So now you get all dear fellow teachers, you understand. Everybody writes what is reading, but question is why reading? What are the reasons of reading? Why do we need to read? Who can read now from the gent side? From gent side, who can read? Sukhbadur is there.
Yes.
Yeah. Anu can please read the slide.
To extract specific information from the reading text, to
Yes.
draw the theme of reading text,
Mhm.
to get the pleasure from the reading, to
Mhm.
develop the culture of reading, to learn, and vice versa,
Mhm.
to develop the learners as creative, critical, knowledgeable, and independent readers, to
Mhm.
check grammar.
Obviously, to extract information from the reading text and to draw the theme of the reading text. So, so how do you start with the reading? If somebody asks, just search with the Google. The quotation, some quotation related with the reading. Then, if you search like that, if you enter that like that by typing that, then you will get some quotation, sweet quotations related with reading. Or you can, and whenever you write the quotation, you just write the inverted comma. You write the who said, because it is taken from someone else, and make the writing very beautiful. And write what is reading. You define in a different way. Then after you can write why reading, why to read, extract information, because we are extracting information from the given text, to draw the theme of the reading text, to understand it, to produce the meaning inside and understand it. Because by reading the content, then we laugh sometimes, because if this is a joking context, then we laugh. Why do we read a newspaper and magazines, weekly magazines like Satayik? Why do we read? Because it's because we can get entertainment. So that is called extensive reading. We'll talk later on, intensive versus extensive reading. There are different types of reading: silent reading, loud reading, rapid reading, intensive reading, extensive reading, scanning, skimming. We'll talk later on. Okay. So today I just like to tell you how, so if somebody gives you questions, what is a reading skill? How do you define it? Then you start with quotations, you will start with some ideas, some meaning, select the good, beautiful words, and you write the soft skills as well. You write, because every skill is composed of soft skills. And please practice writing, and because your writing must be fast. Your writing, if what is reading skill, but the question does not ask you the soft skill, but from on-scene question is soft skills should be included. On-scene idea is, because if you write what is reading skill, reading is a process of extracting information. It is a receptive skill. If you finish the sentence in a single sentence, that cannot be enough. Yes. To get the pleasure from reading, I have just told you, by reading novels, उपन्यास पढेर हामी खुसी हुन्छौँ. Yes. So this is to get the pleasure from the reading. To develop the culture of reading, very important thing is culture, habit of reading, to learn and vice versa. To develop the learners is a creative, because after we read, we can do. After we read the Munamadan of Devkota, we can review the book. Okay, what are the good side and bad side of the book? What are the good and bad side of the book? We can explain. So critical and knowledgeable and independent readers. Creative, critical and knowledgeable and independent readers, you see. So creative also, critical also. Critical means analyzing, making questions. Why, sir? This is also critical idea. Why reading? This is a critical question. If somebody asks you why, then this is a critical answer. Why it is necessary? Knowledgeable and independent readers. Readers should be independent. And to check the grammar. Oh, you have written this sentence, there is some grammatical mistake. Yes. So we can understand, to check the grammar. Now let me. For example, if somebody asks us this question particularly, question number 1 to 8. So, today morning I woke up late. What is the grammatical mistake here? What is different? What is the grammatical mistake here? I made zone 2 years before. So we can highlight the mistake. So question number 6, look at that. Did you LOOS lose your cell phone? There is a mistake, yes or not? Do you notice the mistake? Please tell me yes, sir. This is a 6-month course. So why reading? The question is, reading is for checking grammar. Because reading develops a kind of competence so that enables you. Reading develops a kind of competence, yes, over the language that enables you to monitor the mistakes of the grammar, to check the mistake of the grammar. Yes or not? Yes, before. The yes is wrong. And instead of today morning, you can write this morning. This morning I woke up late. What is different? Difference. DIFFRENCE. Difference. I made zone 2 years ago, not before. This is a 6-month course. Yes should be removed. Very good. Thank you. I really enjoyed myself. This is somehow correct. You will write myself. Did you lose LOSE? Instead of lose LOSE, you have to write LOSE. Lose and loss. Yes, there must be loss. And this is an academic course. There is a mistake in pronunciation level. Yes, I have a free time. Or should be removed because time is uncountable now. Yes or not? So this is a mistake. Let me go ahead. Now, what makes reading difficult? Yes, Ramesh sir also gave me this opportunity. Sir, you just go with problems of reading and solution of reading. So difficulties of the reading. What are the problems for reading? Can you guess some problems of reading? Can you write one problem, please, in a chat box? I want you. I must see whether you are. I must see your active participation over here. Yes. What is the problem? Mother tongue is the problem. Lack of proper attention. Yes, it's an. Pronunciation, lack of vocabulary. Very, very good. Because unless we understand the vocabulary, we can understand. For example, if somebody writes encompasses, I told you instead of consists. What encompasses means? We don't understand unless we understand the vocabulary. Focus on written text. Pronunciation, very good. These are the problems. Go on. Problem related with the word decoding. How do we decode the problem? How do we understand the meaning of the problem? This is also one problem.
Sir.
And word reading accuracy. Problem in accuracy. Accuracy means whether the sentence that we have written, we have read, is it accurately correct or not? Problem of accuracy. And the problem of word reading accuracy. For example, instead of we read one word, pronunciation is different. So the next one is fluency level. While we are reading as well, for example, Ram is a student, like that. If somebody reads like that, that is not a fluency. There is a question mark in the fluency. Yes, sir. Okay. Thank you. Your participation is very important. I don't know how I am giving, but I will in my classes, I will try my best to make you very skilled and competent. Let me focus on unfamiliar words, unfamiliar language. Are you agreeing with this? Do you agree with this? Long and complex ideas together. If we put the long sentences, then this is the problem of reading. highly deviated. Sometimes literature. Child is the father of man. If somebody asks, this is a paradoxical statement. Oh, why child is the father of man? Nature is the mother of the nature is the mother of all living beings. This is a deviated sentence. We have to understand the deep meaning. So highly deviated literary elements in the text. This makes the reading difficult. It's a problem. Limited vocabulary of the readers. That you told me. That's a good thing. Lack of prior knowledge. We must have the knowledge. Prior knowledge. Yes. Lack of visual items and pictures or motivation. Lack of visual items or pictures or motivation. If there is no visual items here, this is a very important thing, because examiner, remember that examiner in Shiksha Seva Aayog, that Teacher Service Commission, the examiner will read your answer. That is, there is also reading skill. And if there is no visual items, if you do not mention the picture, if you do not mention the pie chart, this bar chart and presentation other skills, then that's the problem of reading skill. His eyes will feel lazy and will give you very average marks. You need the very good marks, yes or not, so that you will be selected. You will pass the Aayog. License. If you are appearing in license examination, once we have done very good at license, will surely pass TSC examination, because the license and TSC examination, that teacher selection is almost same, because 200 marks, 200 marks. Contents are also same. I will show you the contents as well later on, because this is my first class and I'm not familiar with you, and I don't know what you will respond to me in terms of my experience, because this is a matter of ELT, English language teaching, right? Method of English language teaching. This is what I have been teaching. I used to be a teacher at Naval Prasi in the past, and I was teacher in master level also, ELT for many years. So in that sense, I do have the knowledge of ELT well. Lack of visual items and pictures or motivation. Yes, these are the problems. And you can write the problems in a very short way. Poor reading comprehension, fluency, word decoding, word reading accuracy. These are the 4 problems. And how do we solve the problem? The question is, how do we solve the problems? Can you write some solution of the problems, please, in a chat box? Some solution of the problems. Yes. Can you write a solution? So following with this, because with the problems of the reading skill, there lies the solution. There lies the solving measures. So what are the solutions you think? We can develop the vocabulary. Very good. By developing vocabulary, one solution. That's good. So, sir, is it okay? Then the question is again, sir, is it okay if we present the the points, only points? Yes, I will tell you the how do you write the presentation. If you have already mentioned the pie chart, then next chart also you can mention, table chart you can mention, and write the problem. One questions, one problem, one solution, one problem, one solution, like that also. Different way. So learn the skill of presentation. I have already told you. We should practice more and more. Yes. Read and rereading. This is also one idea. Read the text and reread the text. Yes. And mark the notes. MARK, mark the important notes, right? Where the or statistical items, and at least know about what the text is about, and then make a question WH question in your mind. What is the WH question? You understand? Aspects of language teaching. Who, what, why, who. For example, who is the main character? What is the text is about? This is also very good. How, right, very good. And we must be patient. If a difficult word comes, then if you don't understand the meaning of the particular one, then we have to be patient. Be patient with unfamiliar words. How? Because how do we get the ideas? Then again, we have to try to match the sentence or meaning with one sentence to the next sentence. So correlation is needed. That is called the matter of coherence. And so reading carefully and deliberately. This is very deliberately, willingly. Remember, this is the very one motivating factor, intrinsic motivation. Deliberate reading, willing, self-reading. Yes. Whose is not whose is not like that? Who to teach? Yes. Now you just see, I have brought one reading text. How difficult the item is. Sometimes this item comes, then how to get the meaning? Some of you might have guessed, sir, because of the sentences, I don't understand anything, but I understand the pattern of sentences because there is one comma, last full stop. Yes, and you see the arrangement of the sentences. Sir, I understand the genre of the text is the poetry because it is taken, it's extracted from the poetry. You can understand it. Sir, I understand beneath the rock downs, that you trees said. Very literary, very debated sentence, you see. There are a lot of questions. What is the genre of the text? Can you tell the text name and author? At what level is the text suitable for? It is suitable for primary level, not. It's not suitable for primary level.
Sir, boiro hunनुहुन्छ कि सरले?
So what are the, I'm just talking about the problem, sir. Problem is genre of the text. Finding the genre of the text is also one problem. Understanding it is the problem. So this is a part of one poem, Rudyard Kipling, country written on a source yard. So rude forefathers of Hamlet, Hamlet. Hamlet is a small blaze. The meaning of Hamlet is a small blaze. Small blaze. It's called Hamlet. I'm just telling you one idea, nothing more than that. So I just like to go again back to the content. What is reading skill? How do we start? That is my topic today. And what are the soft skills? And what are the different problems? And what are the different solutions? This is what I'm supposed to go through today. So yes, from very beginning, let me revise back. Reading skill, we have done it. And in what sense reading is a very active process? Because actively we decode the ideas, we understand the ideas. So it's very active process. And I told you some ideas of selecting the words instead of getting. We have to get the perceiving ideas, receiving, extracting. Yes, retrieving. You can use the word retrieve. Let me write in the chat box. So why what is needed? Look at that. This is very interesting. Retrieving the ideas. So whenever you deliver, you deliver the content, you write the answers, just write beautiful. Try to make the sentences beautiful. This is the one important thing to be considered for the participant of this teacher service commission's examination. So I'm just trying to do the revision. Reading is the process of extracting information from the text and understanding it. It is known as a receptive skill. I will tell you why reading is also productive skill. Why it is a active process. Productive skill we cannot assure that. We have to give the reason, because if you write reading is a productive skill, this is wrong. But we have to give, if you give the sentence with the reason, then that will be justifiable, because you have to justify the answer, right? And this is the meaning by looking at the familiar language script on the basis of user or prior knowledge. This is what I have already done. And presentation. And presentation is soft skills. I think all of you have taken this screenshot of this meaning and soft skills. Yes. Recognizing the script, reducing the meaning, understanding the information, understanding communicative value. Because what is reading skills? So this is a kind of communication between the text and the reader. We are communicating. This is a kind of not a two-way communication. I know, not like face-to-face, man-to-man communication, man-to-text communication. Reading is a man and text communication. This is a very beautiful sentence. Man, reading is the activity that is dominated by brain and eyes. Next beautiful sentence. So source the beautiful sentences, dear teachers. How to make the sentences beautiful, attractive, catchy, right? Impressive. This is very important thing to be considered as a participant of TIC examinations. Distinguishing the main idea. I told you, understanding, deducing, distinguishing, comprehending. Okay. And I told you why reading. This is very this part on to develop the learner as creative, critical, knowledgeable, and independent readers. Very important. I'm about to revise the matter that I have taught today. So some ideas I have given you orally. Tomorrow I will go with typing. Means I will type the answers on the this. I will make the slide along with you, and your responses will work. For example, we make out of questions related with the content of the syllabus that we are provided, and accordingly we go. So that answers is important. To develop the learner as critical, knowledgeable, and independent reader. Remember this point, very important point is, and to develop the culture of reading. Beautiful sentence. Culture of, to develop the habit of reading or culture of reading. Very nice sentence. Yes. This why reading is very important thing. And this is one activity. For example, you just, yes, very important thing is in the examination, giving examples, giving illustration. This is very important thing. So why reading is very important, and this is the one problem. You just stress out the problem and accordingly you solve that problem. So important thing. What makes reading difficult? Unfamiliar words. These are the problem of reading, and you write the points and you write the one pie chart or something like that, and present it in a very short nutshell. What are the problems? Problem related with the fluency, problem related with comprehension, problem related with vocabularies, problem related with pronunciation, like that. Yes. Revising and repeating the slides. This is the thing that we have done. We have gone through. This is also one example. We can you bring the example from class 7, 8 poems. This is a part of reading, and we read like that. If you go with example, I will tell you how to write, because I will we will solve the questions here as well in the slide, and you will copy down. Okay, I will prepare that. This is what next day reading algorithm first reading. So let me stop screen sharing. So who is over here? Who is hosting? Where is Miss? Can you tell me? I don't know. Miss.
Will continue tomorrow, sir, also?
Okay, we'll continue. I don't know, just to have a contact to Union Education, because I'm part of now. It's a big matter of pride for me and opportunity for me, because so that I'm communicating with you, because there must be a channel, there must be a medium, and I must be thankful to Union Education Center for providing me this opportunity to talk with one matter. I will continue my taking classes if I'm provided the classes. Okay, so
If it is it will be possible, we will talk to Ramesh sir also, sir.
okay, okay. That's a good idea. Thank you very much. So I think 4:30 to 5:30, and it's already 5:35. So should I say namaste?
Namaste, sir.
Namaste, sir.
Say namaste.
Good.
So,
भोलि पनि पढ्न मिल्छ सर
yeah. Tomorrow it's right at time, right at 4:30. I'll be again back if I'm provided the chance. Thank you very much.
Okay, sir. Thank you very much.
your presentation is good, sir.
Thank you very
I
much.
hope you will come next or
All right, all right. I don't
next
mind.
next.
I don't mind taking classes of online or even physical classes, because I can take it. Even. Thank you very much. Thank you for your very active participation, you all. Good to see you. Yes, bye.
I have not your introduction.
I'm
sir.
leaving the room.
Your introduction.
Can you tell us more about yourself?
Yeah. So my introduction, I began while entering in my classes. Okay, next day as well. Myself, Shriram Sharma, an English teacher, permanent secondary level English teacher, and I'm recently working at in Bhanu municipality now. Bhanu in Chandravati.
Sir, I was listed for the expert also, right?
Yeah. I'm working as an expert as well, and ETC trainer as well, Education Training Center from Damoli. I'm a trainer of that English of this province. Lots of opportunities I'm given, so I'm working well. But everything matters on the satisfaction level of the participants and learners, or students, and even fellow teachers. So I think you cooperate with me. Hope to see you. So I'm leaving the room. Okay.
Okay, thank you, sir. Have a good day.
Sir. Thank you, sir.
साथीहरु
हजुर
यहाँ सुखबहादुर सर पनि के बोल्दै हुनुहुन्थ्यो है, अलिकति अब सरको नेपाली युज भएन भन्ने कुरो पनि होला हैन।
हजुर हजुर
अनि सकभर चाहिँ अब रमेश सरको अलिक सकभर रमेश सरले भ्याउनुहुन्न, कहिले के हुन्छ हैन। सकभर मिल्छ भने सबै साथीहरुले रमेश सरलाई भनेर सरलाई नै गर्दा पनि कस्तो होला साथीहरु?
हुन्छ। हेलो
हुन्छ
बरु हैन सरलाई भनेर बरु चाहिँ त्यस्तो समस्या छ भने यताउता छ भने अलिकति नेपाली यताउता इङ्ग्लिस अलिकति बुझ्न गाह्रो छ भने बरु सरलाई नेपाली युज गर्न पनि भन्न सकिहालिन्छ।
हेलो सर, गुड मर्निङ सर।
Yes, it is an English subject, and
हाम्रो टिचर
is speaking in Nepali.
नै हैन सरलाई पनि भन्न सकिन्छ जस्तो लाग्छ हैन, सरले पनि युज नगर्ने कुरै हुँदैन। अलिकति त्यस्तो छ भने, नत्र भने अब यस्तो छ कोर्स पनि भ्याउनै पर्छ, हामीले समय भ्याइयो भने त्यो पनि राम्रै हुन्छ।
पढाउँदाखेरि त रमेश सरले नै पढाउनु पर्छ सर।
हजुर
पढाउँदाखेरि रमेश सरसँगै पढ्ने होला।
सर है ठीक
ए उहाँले पनि पढाएको त्यस्तो नराम्रो लागेन मलाई त साथीहरु।
नराम्रो त होइन, तर रमेश सरले पढाउँदाखेरि चाहिँ सिम्पल वेबाट सजिलो तरिकाले चाहिँ पढाउनु
राम्रो हुन्थ्यो कि
टिचिङमा रिस्पोन्स दिँदा त फर्काउनु पर्छ नि सरले, एक कोर पढापढी गर्नुहुन्छ।
नै हैन त्यो सरलाई के पनि भन्न हो, त्यो भन्न सकिन्छ नि त सरलाई ल यसरी जाउँ सर यसरी जान भन्न सकिन्छ होला नि त हामीले पनि।
रमेश सरले अब बोर्डमा लेखेर राम्रो तरिकाले पढाउनुहुन्छ, रमेश सरलाई नै पढाउनु भन्नुपर्छ।
त्यस्तो हो नि त, उहाँको त फर्स्ट दिन हो नि त प्रेजेन्टेसन, उहाँको त फर्स्ट डे हो प्रेजेन्टेसन, उहाँले त कम्प्युटरबाट गरिरहनु भएको छ होइन। अब तपाईँहरूलाई नेपालीबाटै अब मिडियमबाट उहाँले इङ्ग्लिस पनि युज गर्नुहुन्छ, नेपाली पनि त्यसरी नै मेथड युज गर्नु। अहिले त फर्स्ट दिन भएर पो प्रेजेन्टेसन सर र उहाँले सर्टकटमा आज के चाहिँ फर्स्ट डे चाहिँ प्रेजेन्टेसन गर्ने भनेर पो सर्टकट यसरी त गर्नुहुन्न होला, सुधार गर्नुहुन्छ होला नि त तपाईँहरूलाई सजिलो हितको लागि।
हेलो निना मिस,
अहिले पो फास्ट हजुर
केही पनि बुझेन क्या आजको क्लास के हो के पढाउनु भएको केही नै बुझेन।
साथीहरूलाई मैले एउटा कुरो के
छ।
रिक्वेस्ट गरेँ, एउटा रिक्वेस्ट भन्दा पनि एउटा के उ जस्तो लाग्छ भने कस्तो छ भने अलिकति अब यो हाम्रो सेकेन्डरी लेभलको जुन कोर्स छ त्यो अलिकति भास्ट पनि छ, त्यसै लोवर सेकेन्डरी लेभल पनि साथीहरू छौँ हामी, नभएको होइन, तर कोर्स यसो हेर्दाखेरि सबै कुराहरूमा यसो भास्ट नै देख्छु है मैले चाहिँ। त्यो हिसाबले अलिकति अब एक त हामीले तयारी गर्नुपर्छ, एउटा हाम्रो त्यो पनि हो होइन, हामीले पनि तयारी गरिरहेको नहुन सक्छ। अनि अर्को कुरा अलिकति कोर्स अलिक भास्ट भएको हुनाले फेरि अब यस्तो छ, कोर्स पनि समय भ्याउनु पर्ने हुन्छ। अनि अलिकति बरु अहिले जुन सरले पढाइराख्नु भएको छ बरु उहाँलाई अलिक राम्रोसँग चाहिँ मिहिन तरिकाले अलि बिस्तारै अलिकति नेपाली बढी प्रयोग गरेर गर्न सक्नु राम्रो हुन्छ जस्तो लाग्छ।
समय अलि चाँडै भयो।
टिचिङ नगर्ने हो र अलिकति
राम्रो ट्रान्सलेसन गर्नु प्रब्लम हुन्छ सर।
के भन्नुभयो?
आजबाट रमेश सरले पढाउनु हुन्न र अशोक सर?
नै होइन, रमेश सरलाई होइन, उहाँलाई चाहिँ मैले नराम्रो भन्न खोजेको होइन, रमेश सरले पनि राम्रो छ, एकदम त्यस्तो नराम्रो छैन।
हजुर
कस्तो छ
केही
भने
छैन,
उहाँको
अब हेरौँ न सर अर्कै
टाइमको कुरा हो रमेश सरको, मिल्दैन कि भनेर। नत्र हाम्रो अशोक सरले भने जस्तै राम्रो हो कि प्रोनाउन्सिएसन चाहिँ एकदम बेटर लाग्यो कि मलाई सरको।
होइन, सरले केही टिप्सहरू पनि दिनुभएको छ जुन चाहिँ एकदम युजफुल जस्तो लाग्यो मलाई।
मलाई चाहिँ के भन्ने त्यो वाट इज द रिडिङ स्किल भन्यो नि, जुन टाइपको हुन्छ नि, हामीले चाहिँ प्रोडक्टिभिटी यस्तो के पढिराख्नु भएको थियो नि त, त्यो एउटा एडजस्ट कुरा मात्रै रहेछ है भन्ने कुरा चाहिँ मलाई चाहिँ त्यो हुन्छ नि, एउटा एडजस्ट यो मिनिङफुल यो चाहिँ के भन्छ अलि एक्स्ट्रा अर्डिनरी लाग्यो कि वाट इज द रिडिङ टेक्स्ट भन्दाखेरि होइन, रिडिङ टेक्स्ट चाहिँ के हो त एक्चुअली। हजुर
रमेश सरले चाहिँ अलि इजी ल्याङ्ग्वेज चाहिँ युज गर्नुहुन्छ, सरले अलि युज गरेर हामीलाई
ठिकै छ। तपाईँहरूको लागि चाहिँ उहाँले पनि इजी ल्याङ्ग्वेज युज गर्नुहुन्छ कि ग्रामटिकल के भन्छ नेपालीबाट ट्रान्सलेट इङ्ग्लिसबाट बताएर नेपालीबाट ट्रान्सलेट गरिदिनुहुन्छ होइन, अनि इजी वेमै पढाउनुहुन्छ क्या, जस्तो छ त्यस्तो। अब उहाँ त एक दिन आउनु भएको हो नि त, रमेश सरको भ्याउनु हुन्न, हेर्नु हाम्रो क्लास कति छोटिसक्यो क्या, उहाँको त कति रेस्पोन्सिबिलिटी छ। रमेश सर पनि एकदमै बेस्ट होइन भन्न खोजेको होइन कि, हामीले नयाँ आउनेहरूलाई पनि अपर्च्युनिटी दिउँ होइन, नयाँ कुराहरू पनि सिकौँ के, किनकि ब्याचलर लेभल त भएको हो नि त, तपाईँले लिट्रेचर पढ्ने हो नि त। अहिले आएर म हि इज वाज यसो पढ्छु भनेर चाहिँ ऊ हुँदैन कि, अहिले ब्याचलर पढ्ने हो
पढिसकेको मान्छे हामी, अब के गर्ने, यो ल्याङ्ग्वेज त ठिकै हो हाम्रो लागि खास भन्नु पर्दाखेरि, ल्याङ्ग्वेज
होइन हाम्रो चाहिँ अलिक ऊ पनि त्यो त एउटा बेस पनि हाम्रो कमजोर भएर पनि होला, त्यो अलग कुरा हो होइन। तर कस्तो छ भने उहाँले प्रयोग गरिरहेको वर्डहरू त्यस्तो धेरै एकदम अप्ठ्यारो वर्डहरू चाहिँ होइन है साथीहरू मेरो विचारमा, किनभने हाम्रो कोर्स पनि त्यस्तै खालको छ होइन।
ठिकै हो कि फर्स्ट डे भएर हो बिस्तारै अब बुझिन्छ।
बरु सरलाई रिक्वेस्ट गरेर केही नेपाली अलिक बढी युज गर्न भन्न सकिन्छ, अथवा चाहिँ अलिकति सिम्पल वेमा जाने कसरी भन्न सकिन्छ बिचबिचमा, नत्र भने उहाँले वर्ड युज गरिरहेको वर्ड त हाम्रो लेभल अनुसारै छ है साथीहरू।
यतिको ल्याङ्ग्वेज पनि हामीले नबुझेर नगर्ने हो भने कसरी एक्जाम दिने हो।
हो माविको लाइसेन्स निस्किँदैन है साथीहरू, यतिको चाहिँ अब यदि वर्डहरू चाहिँ यतिको वर्डहरू भएन भने त गाह्रो हुन्छ साथीहरू।
इङ्ग्लिसै युज गर्नुपर्छ, सधैँ नेपाली युज गरेर त हामी अनि इङ्ग्लिसमा कमजोर भएको
चाहिन्छ कि
हो। यो चाहिँ एकदम हो भाइ, यो चाहिँ एकदम हो है साथीहरू, यो एकदम हो। हामीहरू इङ्ग्लिस ल्याङ्ग्वेज नभएर न पछि परेको हो कि हामी हो। सरले हामी चाहिँ नेपालीमा पढ्ने भन्ने, अनि इङ्ग्लिस नेपालीमा पढेपछि इङ्ग्लिस कसरी जान्ने के, यो चाहिँ
एकदम बढी प्रयोगै हुँदैन, कहाँबाट जान्ने त। इङ्ग्लिस भन्ने चिज त जति प्रयोग गरे उति आउने चिज हुन्छ।
दुवै युज
नेपाली टु इङ्ग्लिस हो
गर्नुपर्छ
भने
नि
खोइ
हो
नेपाली ल्याङ्ग्वेजमा खोजेर त कसरी
एउटामा
हुन्छ त
मात्रै
नि
युज
यही
अब
पछि
हामीले
परिरहेको
हामीले अहिले चाहिँ नेपालीमा बुझेर इङ्ग्लिसमा लेख्न सकिने भन्ने समस्या हुन्छ नि त।
स्लाइड सो भन्दा पनि बोर्डमा देखायो भने चाहिँ के अरे बोर्ड लेख्नु भन्ने होला जस्तो छ।
होइन
त्यो चाहिँ
ठिकै
भन्न
छ
सकिन्छ
बोर्डमा पनि
अब
सरले ठिक
ठिकै हो
गराउनु
अब हामी
तर
नेपाली
तिम्रो
कहिले
ल्याङ्ग्वेज चाहिँ ठिक छ है
नबुझेको
साथीहरू
नेपालीमा युज गर्नु सामान्य कुरा हो त्यो हामीले भन्न सकिन्छ सरलाई रिक्वेस्ट गरे मानिहाल्नुहुन्छ नि वाइ नट अनि त्यही त अब इङ्ग्लिस चाहिँ बढी भन्दा बढी युज हुनै पर्छ इङ्ग्लिसको क्लासमा हामी जहिले पनि क्लासमा पनि त्यो नेपालीमै पढेर आयौँ इङ्ग्लिस पनि अनि त्यही भएर त हामी इङ्ग्लिसमा पछाडि परिरहेछौँ इङ्ग्लिस
त्यही
क्लास
त आज
नेपाली हो त नि
कहिले सिक्ने के म त त्यो अचम्म भन्छु कि मास्टर
बुझ्दैनौ
लेभलमा
नेपाली
लेभलमा पनि यो
त्यही
सजिलो
भएको भएर यो भयो
त्यही त आज नसिके कहिले सिक्ने होइन मास्टर लेभलमा नि मलाई नेपालीबाट पढाइदिनु न है भन्यो भने त लाज हुन्छ कि अलि तपाईँले मेहनत गर्नु पर्यो कि मेहनत गर्नु पर्यो टिचरको मात्र फोर्सले हुँदैन कि मेहनत रात दिन नसुकाउनु मेहनत गर्नु पर्यो बिहान 3 बजे 2 बजे 1 बजे कहिले हुन्छ 1 घन्टा सुतेर हुन्छ कि 2 घन्टा सुतेर गर्नु पर्यो भोकाबुलहरू उ गर्नु पर्यो युट्युबहरू हेर्नु पर्यो
त्यही त
अहिले
कुनै कुनै
नसिक्ने
वर्डहरू छ भने अब त्यो वर्डहरूलाई अलिक सिम्पल वेमा चाहिँ अलिकति बरु चाहिँ उमै चाहिँ होइन इङ्ग्लिसमा अलिक सिम्पल वेमा पनि भन्न सकिन्छ सरले भनि पनि राख्नु भएको छ आज पनि कतिपय कुराहरू भन्नुभयो नि त जस्तै कोहेजन र कोहेरेन्सको कुरा भन्नुभयो होइन अरू त्यस्ता वर्डहरू पनि थिए केही नेपाली पनि भन्नुभयो होइन अब त्यो यस्तो हुन्छ कि कस्तो हुन्छ भने सबै हामीले चिज अलिअलि एकदम सजिलो तरिकाले मात्रै खोजेर पनि हुँदैन बरु अब कस्तो छ भने अलिकति क्वेसन चट्ट अलिकति क्वेसनहरू बढीभन्दा बढी प्र्याक्टिस गराउने आज पनि जुन बोर्डमा गएको कुराहरू केही कुराहरू जस्तै अब केही साथीहरूले यहाँ कमेन्ट पनि गर्नुभएको छ कि अलिकति ऊ मात्रै युज गरेको ठिक अलिकति ऊ भएन बोर्ड पनि युज गर्दै गयो हुन्थ्यो भन्ने कुरा भयो होइन
बोर्ड त गर्नै पर्छ बोर्ड त गर्नुपर्छ नगर्ने होइन बोर्ड पनि गर्नुपर्छ स्लाइडहरू पनि देखाउनुपर्छ बोर्डहरू पनि गर्नुपर्छ उहाँको फर्स्ट डे भएर चाहिँ प्रेजेन्टेसन चाहिँ यसरी देखाउनु भएको हो कि खास गरी यसरी नै पढाउँदैन कि
सरको क्लास नराम्रो भन्न खोजेको होइन हेर्नु त कति धेरैसम्म छुट्यौँ हामी रमेश सरले समय म्यानेज गर्नै सक्नुहुन्न कि साथीहरू
हो त समय भ्याउनु पर्ने छ फेरि अरू कुरा के पनि छ भने अब हामी आयोग तयारी गर्ने साथीहरू पनि छौँ एउटा ग्यापतिर त्यो पनि छ अनि अरू कुरा फेरि त्यो अब यो क्लास ऊ सिद्धाइसकेपछि फेरि के घरमै सेल्फ स्टडी गर्ने कुरा पनि हुनसक्छ त्यो हिसाबले अलिक स्पोर्ट्स समय भ्याइयो भने सबैले सजिलो हुन्छ है साथीहरू
हो एकदम हो सर
त्यही त डाटाहरू कति दिनसम्म लिने कि कसैको त डाटै हुन्छ होइन कसैको त दुर्गम क्षेत्रमा हुन्छ कति असारसम्म लिने भन्ने टाइपको हुन्छ कि त्यसो प्रब्लम हुन्छ फाइनेन्सियल प्रब्लम हुन्छ होइन कुरा बुझ्नु
हामी यो डाटा तानेर पढ्ने भएर कति घाटा भयो कति भाग
गर्नु सक्छ कि अगाडि आएर
त्यही त नि अब
हामीलाई सरले पनि एक्जाम लिनु पर्यो
त्यो सरले पनि यस्तो मेरो विचारमा सरले आफैले पनि भ्याउन गाह्रो छ कि सरले आफैले पनि भ्याउन गाह्रो छ किनभने सबैलाई हेर्न मिलाउन उहाँ त व्यवस्थापक हो नि त सबै कुराहरू हेर्न मिलाउन गाह्रै छ अनि फेरि अब यस्तो अब अर्को कुरो के छ भने अब सबै म्याक्सिमम हामी टिचरहरू नै छौँ त्यो हिसाबले पनि अब कोही अब बिस्तारै अब बिहानको समय सुरु हुन लाग्यो अब कोही मान्छे टिचर ऊ स्कुलको ट्युसन पढाउन जाला कोही चाहिँ कलेज पढ्ने साथीहरूले पनि कति बेला भन्दै हुनुहुन्छ कि हामीले चाहिँ क्लास अलिक समयमा भ्याइहाल्छ भनेर
4:30 बजेबाट स्टार्ट गर्नु पठाउने अनि त्यसपछि 5:30 बजे ठ्याक्कै बन्द गर्न पठाउने यही सरले नि पढाउन पठाउने अनि नजानेको
त्यो भयो भने साथीहरुको कलेज पढ्ने साथीहरु पनि छुट्दैन के
एकदम
छुट्दैन सबैलाई म्यानेज गर्नु पर्यो नि त
त्यही त त्यो भयो भने क्लास अब त्यो जुन कलेज लिने साथीहरुले क्याम्पस पढ्ने साथीहरुलाई पनि सजिलो हुन्छ उहाँहरु पनि क्लास लिन पाउनुहुन्छ अब मानौ हामी टिचर भएका साथीहरु पनि कोही मान्छे कोही अब ट्युसन अब यो सुरु हुनलाई अब मानौ अब एक्जाम आउँदैछ अब मानौ स्कुलमा पढ्ने केटाकेटीहरु पनि एक्जाम आउँदैछ त्यो हिसाबले उनीहरुलाई स्कुलले पनि भनिराखेको हुन्छ अब ट्युसन पढाऊ यताउता गर भनिराखेको हुन्छ नि त अब त्यहाँ पनि समस्या हुन्छ
सरले दिनुभएको एडभाइस आइला
एकदम लेखा त्यो हामीले पनि उस गर्नु पर्यो
रमेश सरले के पदम राजा आचार्य सरलाई नि ल्याउँछु कहिलेकाहीँ भन्नुभएको थियो अनि कहिले नि आउनु भएको छैन त
पदम सरलाई पनि एक दुईचोटि ल्याएर आउने भन्ने कुरो त भएको होइन अब सकभर चाहिँ राजु श्रेष्ठ सरलाई ल्याउने भन्ने कुरो भएको अब राजु सर र उहाँ सर अहिले जुन राजु सरले पढाएको पनि मैले केही हेरेको छु उहाँको र उहाँको सर त्यति धेरै फरक मान्ने मैले के
राजु सरको त मैले पनि हेरेको छु मलाई चाहिँ अलि राम्रो नै लागेको थियो राजु सरको चाहिँ
राजु सर पनि साथीहरु सबैजना यसो उ गर्ने भने राजु सरले चाहिँ उ नै बोर्डै युज गरेर पढाउनुहुन्छ
हजुर
सरी बोर्ड भन्न आउँछ हाम्रो त्यो उनी स्लाइडहरू देखाएर पढाउने राजु सरले पनि बोर्ड पढाउनु न बोर्डमा चाहिँ
हजुर
त्यो भएर अब श्रीराम सर पनि एउटा राम्रो ट्रेनर हुनुहुँदो रहेछ। फेरि यो जुन अहिले कस्तो छ भने करिकुलम डेभलपमेन्ट सेन्टरले यो अङ्ग्रेजीको इक्जामको लागि भनेर एउटा विकिहरूको रोस्टरै तयार पारेको छ कि इक्जाममै गर्ने भनेर सायद सर पनि हुनुहुन्छ कि जस्तो लाग्यो मलाई श्रीराम सर। त्यही भएर फेरि अब ब्रिटिस काउन्सिलको ट्रेनर पनि हुनुहुनेछ, राम्रो टिचर उहाँ पनि जस्तो लाग्यो मलाई है साथीहरू।
यस सर यस मेबी
सरको ल्याङ्ग्वेज भास्ट होइन
गुड एन्ड कहिलेकाहीँ चाहिँ अब रमेश सरले भनेपछि ल्याउनु पर्यो नि त राजु सरलाई पनि कहिलेकाहीँ ल्याए हुने शनिबार पारेर भए पनि उहाँले भ्याएको बेलामा अब भनेर मात्रै भएन नि त।
समय मिल्न पर्यो हामीले मात्रै भनेर भएन, त्यो समय मिलाउन नसकेको कारणै यही हो नि त भाइ रमेश सरको।
धेरै छुटिसक्यो हामी कहिले
फोन गरेर एकचोटि भन्नु
रमेश सरले
ठिकै छ, अब यही सरलाई नै फोकस गरौँ न त हामी।
सर सुन्नु नि सर,
बोल्दै हुन्छ हो ल बोल्नुहोस् न सबैजना मजाले एक एक गरेर।
महावीर र निमावि चाहिँ कहिले छुट्टिनु? अहिले त महावीर र निमावि सँगै भइरहेको छ होइन सर?
यो महावीर र निमावि सँगै नै हुन्छ सर, छुट्टिला जस्तो चाहिँ मलाई लाग्दैन।
अनि यो पेस क्लास
हुन्छ रे निमाविको त
के भन्नुभयो? अलिक कटेर आयो आवाज।